Why hello everyone, I'm your lovely host Innocent, and today's video is going to be a little bit ranty or preachy maybe? I don't know. It's not scripted, so I apologize if I repeat myself or go way off topic. Also, I would like to apologize if you hear any rain coming through. I'm in my booth, but that doesn't stop the rain coming through when I have a metal, I'm making hand motions, but you can't see it. It's the shade thingy that covers things on a patio. One of those. It's metal, so it makes sounds. So I apologize if you can hear it. Anyway, what I wanted to rant on is art-related things. Yet again, I do this a lot. You should be aware of this by now. If you're not, you're probably new. Hi, how's it going? But I post things on TikTok. That is a given. I find it fun. Sure, it's cringy, but who cares? It's fun. It's entertaining. I'm creating things. I'm making content. And I'm getting somewhere on that. It's kind of funny to me that I'm actually catching up on fans on TikTok to subscribers I have on YouTube. It's kind of terrifying. Anyway, this isn't about TikTok. It's kind of about TikTok, but not fully about TikTok. It's about something that happened on TikTok. So I post little snippets of progress in video format on my TikTok along with cosplay. And a lot of people really like my art ones. So I keep doing them because that's how content works on the internet. If you get a lot of feedback and positive ones, you're going to keep doing it and beat a dead horse until it runs out of money. Unfortunately, there's no money in this. But I had somebody react to one of my more popular art posts, and it was my drawing of Toga from My Hero Academia. And they kept I don't want to put the video of what they said here on YouTube because they looked young and like they were a minor, and I don't want to do that. It doesn't seem morally right, and I'm not going to do that at all. Plus, I haven't asked permission or anything, and it's just, I don't want to, no. So, I'll paraphrase what they said. They were like, I only drew a, thigh-high portrait of Toga. I cut off everything at the skirt because I made it for a thumbnail. I wasn't going to need the whole body. But their critique on my art was that I was being edgy because I draw people without legs. No. I don't. I mean, sure, I guess I'm quote-unquote edgy for things, but I don't blatantly try to say that I'm edgy, if that makes any sense. I am the typical edgy person of, I really like creepy things and blood and gore and all these, really disturbing content type things. But, I don't know. And I don't know why this got to me, because right now I find it funny. It got me thinking. It got me thinking to art in general and art styles and all that type of everything. So I wanted to come on here and talk about that. Sorry if if you just want to listen to me ramble for I don't fucking know how long, then strap in, boy, because we're going on a ride. But what this person said got me thinking about how everybody has a different opinion on art styles, no matter what level you're at. And I did something that I really regret doing, is that I looked through their profile to see what kind of art they posted. And for a split second, I judged them on that, and I regret that. I don't like doing that, but it was instinctual, and I definitely didn't say anything about it. I didn't post on their things. I didn't get revenge or anything. It was just a split second, and then when I realized I was doing it, I went, oh, that's bad. I shouldn't do that. Because everybody has their own opinion, and everybody's opinion is valid in their own way. Sure, opinions might have false facts implemented into them, but they're still opinions. They're personal objectives that they see the world through, you know? So their opinion was that, well, they had a lot of opinions on art. They posted videos talking about how most artists thinks they're hot shit and need to have it pegged down. And I also don't agree with that. Sure, most artists are proud of their work, but they're proud. They're not boastful. They don't think they're the best ever. Sure, there might be some, but most artists are just proud of what they made and want to share it. Most artists don't seek full attention because of their art. Most artists know that they're not perfect because art is an ever-evolving form. Art, well, you will never be perfect at art. Sure, you could master anatomy, but it's not true mastering, because you could do photorealism, sure. You could do photorealism. You could master photorealism. But that's only one form of art in an ever-evolving cycle of representation and just expressionalism. Is that a word? Expressionalism? You're expressing yourself. Art is expressing yourself. Okay, let's get back on track here. Art is expressing yourself, and even if you could master anatomy and master photorealism, that doesn't mean shit if you're not expressing yourself. You're basically becoming a printer. And that isn't very artistic. Sure, you can make a pretty picture, but what are you putting into it? What are you doing that's making it yours? You just copied a person in a portrait. You took a photo of somebody and copied it verbatim. Sure, that is art, but it's not very personal. That's what art style is. It's your personal flair on whatever you're doing. And don't get me started on art style, because art style can change depending on what age you are, what path you're on in your journey, where you are in your journey, depending on where you're from. It depends. So, don't get me wrong. Their opinion is valid, because yes, a lot of artists boast about their work and saying, hey, look at what I did. But please bear in mind that most artists are not coming from a self-centered point of view. They just want to share what they created with anybody, really. At the very least, that's what I do. I love sharing what I create because somewhere in the back of my mind, I hope that somebody out there in the vast world, because I'm just somebody in their bedroom talking at a microphone, I'm hoping that somebody out there in the world sees what I made and is happy for maybe even the split second that they view it, and it has an impact on them. That is my hope for putting out content into the world. That is my hope, and that is my dream. I just want to make people happy. Sure, my art isn't great. That's why it's still ever evolving and ever changing. And if you're not working at bettering your art, then you are kind of letting yourself down, to be honest. But not even like drawing type of art, voice acting, photography, you name it, sewing even. If you're not striving to better yourself, then you're just letting yourself down. You're giving yourself very, very low standards. And sure, that might be fine for some people, but if you're not striving to get better, you never will get better. So please bear in mind that this is all my opinion. But I do have facts behind it. Art is in an ever-evolving form of everything. If you look back on paintings from the Renaissance era up until now, there's a vast tonal difference of what's being painted and what is being shown. And even like digital art illustrations, what I do, there's even a tonal shift from when it first started to now. And that's because a lot of people take in inspiration from what they view in their own life. And a lot of mine is very anime-esque inspired and Korean and the Asian-inspired art. That is my intake on a lot of things. So what I draw is very inspired by that. And I didn't realize I wasn't breathing. But taking inspiration from what you view in the world impacts what your art style is and how you bend and shift the rules of reality and anatomy and all that kind of thing when you're drawing. So I'm still trying to find what I like to bend the rules to, and I've been experimenting, and that's what I've been posting. So a lot of people don't exactly like it because it's very shifting and changing. It's not consistent. The only thing consistent is how I'm shading and coloring everything, because I figured out what I want on that, but I haven't figured out what I want in anatomy yet from shifting my art style, per se. So I know I just got off topic there, but just bear in mind that if you're going to critique somebody, 1, make sure it's welcomed. 2, basic critique is you tell them something you like about it first, then give a criticism, and actually try and help them improve. If you're going to say, hey, I really don't like how this is drawn, and nothing else, a lot of people are going to take that as quote-unquote hate from a hater, because it's not criticism, it's just an opinion. If you're going to critique somebody, like, say an art piece I did of Monica, I was experimenting with hair and how I want to do that, and I think I figured it out, but I wasn't really paying attention to the facial details or the shoulders or anything like that, and somebody pointed out and gave me critique on saying, hey, I don't know if this is an art style or not, but you didn't draw the ears, and it kind of looks weird when you notice that it doesn't have ears. And I went, oh shit, I forgot to draw ears. And oh shit, I forgot to draw eyebrows. Yeah, that looks kind of weird. Thanks for pointing that out. So when you do something like that, you kind of have to... Art style has to be based in reality, and criticism has to be based in reality. So please, if you're ever going to give criticism to somebody, please have a base system of try not to belittle them, try to be nice. Everybody's here, every artist is trying to work towards bettering themselves and what they put out, and nobody's perfect, okay? Nobody is perfect. If they say they're perfect, they're probably full of shit. I mean, the only other reasonable explanation of if somebody's saying they're perfect at something is that throughout their whole life, they've always been told that, so they're starting to believe it. Reality check? No, nobody's perfect. Nobody is perfect at anything. Medicine, art, photography, Yahtzee. Nobody is perfect at any of those things. Sure, there might be like Guinness World Record type deals of things, and you might be the world champion 5 years running, but you're still not perfect. Everything is evolving, everything is going to continue to evolve, and everything will never be perfect. Perfection is something you can strive for, but if you get irritated that you're never going to reach it, then reality check, no one is ever going to reach it. No one is perfection. Everybody has opinions, and everybody thinks that they are right. That is how humans work. That is how our brains work. That is how our brains think we are. Because we are the own protagonists of our own series. We are the center of our own universe. We are technically perfect in our mind's eye. So when people come and attack us and say that we aren't good at what we do, we do get hurt. And for good reasons. But we kind of have to keep in mind that, hey, we're not perfect. You're also not perfect. Nobody's perfect, okay? And I'm going to end this here because I've been talking for way too long and I need to stop before I keep going. And I think I covered all of the things I wanted to say. And yeah. So if you stayed till the end of this weird vent thingy, thanks. Comment mashed potatoes. If you did make it this far, comment mashed potatoes. It's an inside joke with me and Arctic Sonata. Mashed potatoes. Anyway, bye! We never speak of that. Anyway, if you liked what you just watched, feel free to click or tap here and it will take you to the latest video on my channel. Or you can let the YouTube algorithms choose a video it thinks you'll like. Magic! And of course, you can click or tap over here to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Come join the cult! We're always open to new members. Anywho, I hope to see you all soon. Peace out. Bye-bye!